So why have I started this channel? Well, as I've alluded to before, as of the 18th of last month, I am 19 years old in the Air Force. Which means today, when I go in, I can apply for retirement. So that means I've got about a year to decide what I want to be when I grow up. Which is exactly why I never went to college. Never could tell what I wanted to be when I grew up. Found myself going into the Air Force. Originally to be an airline pilot, and that didn't work out. Divorces usually don't allow you to pursue big, expensive dreams like that. So, here I am, 19 years later, looking to retire. And I would like to go back to Moab, if at all possible. In the 19 years that I've been gone, well, of course these are different, because why wouldn't they be different? In the 19 years that I've been gone, it has been, cost of living in Moab has become ridiculously expensive. It's what happens when all the tourists find you and the resorts find you, and before you know it, you become a resort town and they start doing things like they want to do up Cane Creek, and it makes me sick. Because, you know, like a lot of people, I don't deal with change very well. But that's not the original question you asked me. The question was, why have I started this channel? I'd like to be able to go back and open up Moab Off-Road again. And I worked there in the early 2000s. We started out at 284 North Main, right next to Chips Grand Tire, which I don't think it's Chips Grand Tire anymore. I think it's still Grand Tire, but Chip's not in the picture. He's a good guy. I like Chip. Whenever I deliver parts to him, freaking just happy-go-lucky dude. You know, a lot of kids there that, well, one in particular, I went to school with that worked there at Chips. Don't know if he still works there or not. Anyways, from 284 North Main, oh, okay, that's the camera. Be nice if that was actually in the center, so backing it. What am I talking about? This is an off-road rig. It doesn't need a backup camera. From 284 North Main, we moved out to, was it 900, 960? The old Stocks shop. And from there, I think it kind of went under. I'm not sure what year. I was already gone in the military. I know that Moab Motorsports eventually took over that building. And according to Google Maps, sometime between 2018 and 21, those two buildings were torn down. And now some LLC owns that property. Which again really has nothing to do with why I started this channel. I guess in the long run I'm alluding to wanting to get the name back out there, get it known, get a little bit of income come in, be able to get some show some revenue, some decent revenue, and then apply for a loan and then proceed to build my dream, which would be the premier off-road shop in the world. The light on the hill, I guess you could say, for off-road shops. Place for Jeepers to obviously come and get repaired, get cleaned. Wouldn't mind having a wash bay. Oh, right, I forgot to put that. Why did you guys tell me to put that clip back on? Work with Rory. Ironically enough, I knew Roy's grandpa, Max. And I worked at the Chevy dealer, and Max would come in a lot. I haven't met Rory yet. I'm going to. According to the intro nets, if that can be believed, him and I were born the same year. There's a really good chance we went to school with each other, just didn't know each other. Anyways, like I said, get some revenue coming in, build the shop, place for Jeepers to hang out, place to get repaired, work with Rory. Don't really want to encroach on his bread and butter, which is the off-road recovery. You know, we could have a recovery rig that if he's slammed full, all right, we'll go out and get him. And then also have an agreement that, you know, if they want repairs, he can bring them back to us. Rory, I mean, can bring them back to us, and we'll get him in and get him out as soon as possible. A nice, great big old shop. Painted floors, of course. Premier work done by excellent auto techs, off-roaders. Pay them decently. One challenge I know is the housing situation in Moab is just atrocious. I mean, freaking trailers are going for over $100,000 or close to $100,000 down there in Holiday Haven or Grand Oasis. So that's going to be a challenge, but you know, that's my dream, is that we build the shop that is what other shops aspire to be like. In my opinion, the name Moab Off-Road is the name. You can't get any better than that. And I would like it to be the best shop, period, end of story. Everybody comes to see it. YouTubers have a hangout place. I don't want to give away my entire business plan, but there would be a place for YouTubers to hang and chill. There would be a place for locals, because I don't want to cut the locals out. The locals are what help keep the town going. I mean, they are number one. Without the locals, we don't have the town, right? And of course, work with Red Rock Four Wheelers to get established, get our name out there. Quarterly trail cleanups. I'm sure they already do something like that, but we could immerse ourselves in there. I'd like to also work a little bit with the high school. I'm not going to give away what just yet, but be a part of the community, a valuable part of the community. So that's my goal for this channel. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, there'll be videos on this Jeep here, which I'll look forward to the backdrop. There'll be videos on this Jeep. We've got a website, moaboffroad.pro and moaboffroad.org, which points to .pro. .com is not owned by us. I've talked to them. That's about it. I've talked to them. So .com is not ours. Moab-offroad.com is owned by somebody that wants several $1,000s to pick it up. Point is, it's not much of a website. I built it myself. I'm a military guy. I don't know much about websites. I'm just trying to get some sort of a presence. I designed some merch. It's up there, tank tops and hoodies and sweaters and shirts and coffee mugs and trash bags and stuff like that. Eventually I'd like to be able to get some ropes as I get my name built up, work with Yankum. I'd like to have some sort of a tag that's embroidered that says Moab Off-Road on it that Yankum could put on there, or that we could put on there somehow. I don't know. Still need to meet Rory. I need to meet Matt. I need to meet Colt. A lot of people out there I still need to meet. I was born in Moab, born and raised, born in '79 in Allen Memorial Hospital, which does not exist anymore. I went to Southeast Elementary, which later became Red Rock Elementary, if I remember right, when they closed down HMK back in the 80s. Moved all those kids over to Southeast, and so to be fair to them, we're gonna change the name. Okay, whatever. Went to middle school, which is now the city building, the old middle school over there. Went to high school, which is, I don't know, does that high school even exist anymore behind City Market? I don't know. Been a long time since I've been around. Every time I'm there, I'm just kind of zipping through town and don't really spend a lot of time driving around. I don't even know the names of the streets. I mean, I know they're numbered, but anyways, I'm rambling on. You guys probably don't really care a whole lot about this. That's me. That's who I am. I moved away back in the mid '90s to move up to Elko, Nevada with my dad, and then came back in the '99, I think, 2000. Lived there for a while. Worked at the Lisbon Valley Copper Mine when they were opening it up. Then went into the Air Force, and here I am, all these years later. So. With that said, that's my goal, is to use this channel to start to get people familiar with that Moab Off-Road is trying to come back. And literally from the dust rising again with just a name and my efforts and awareness. So we'll see what happens. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If not, then, well, figure something else out. Anyways, thanks for putting up with me, and as time goes on, the video quality will get better. The content should get better. I might even have to fire up Moab Off-Road here in southern New Mexico and just start doing little odd jobs. Pull it into this shop right here, start to build the tools, start to build the name, get the stickers out there, etc., etc. We'll see what happens. It's all just ideas right now. Lots of ideas. All it takes is money, you know. Well, whatever. So, thanks for putting up with me, and I'll see you next time.